And thank you so much for that resub. Don't think I don't see you there. Hello, R. Hello, Slow. I'll be beginning shortly. Thank you for coming. Appreciate y'all.
Download Arkanites now to receive tons of rewards. New players enjoy a free 10 roll with a guaranteed 6-star operator. Plus,
Told y'all are getting rowdy in here. Are y'all getting rowdy? So I had a couple of ideas for today. I might settle on this one. I wanted to do Robocop. And this might be the image I go with, mostly because it's like portrait-sized. Should I go to see Electric Six live in concert? I don't know. I didn't like their albums after Destroy the Master, personally. I thought the lyrics were never like the biggest. Like, sometimes their lyrics were really good and sometimes they were not so good. But like the lyrics and the quality of music, I feel like went downhill significantly after what was it called? Whatever the album was after that. After Down at McDonald's, it was all downhill from there. Personally. Robocop. Robocop. Okay. Alright, I just wanted to start with a little Robocop chirpy derpy. We're gonna put on something a little smoother now. Stand by. Pretty sure some of you will guess what it is. There we go. Okay. Let's take a look at our image. I think I want a purple. Some of this ultraviolet. Some of this here ultraviolet. I did go and see them. Okay, I will say this though. I did go to see them in concert once a long time ago. And the way they perform is excellent. They did Dance Commander, right? And then in the middle of the song, they say stop. And when they said stop, they started another song. And then after the other song, they came back and finished Dance Commander. They said continue and then finished Dance Commander. It was very cool. I will say that. So they know how to perform live. I mean, I do, but none of them. You know what? I'll use this sponge. It'll work. No, don't worry about it. Improvise. Adapt. Fucking don't think I forgot about that salmonella shit from last art day. That feels like it was just yesterday too. That last Wednesday. This week has just flown by. Fucking salmonella. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. I'm gonna call this picture Ice Pick. Draw your own conclusions. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Mega Man? Yes, Mega Man, Armadillo. Clearly. You got it. Got it in one. How you doing on the the current daily, by the way, Armadillo? Since this one goes towards the overarching thing. Also, I hope your dog is doing well. Yeah, there's a daily right now in STO that goes towards the big prize. Did you forgore? You haven't played in a few weeks? Oopsie doodles. I understand, though. Sometimes you gotta take a break from the MMO, or the MMO will break you. I've just kind of been doing the minimum stuff lately. Whoa. Oh, my arm is so tired today. I don't even know why. Give me 1 second. Okay. That's good news, at least. Today's beverage is my remaining lukewarm coffee and lime Spindrift. Spindrift, the premier drink of all dumb white bitches like myself. I've tried all of the dumb bubbly water juice. Spindrift is the best one. All the other ones taste like bubbly water with the vaguest hint of lime in them. I have tasted wood varnish tastier than like LaCroix or Waterloo or any of those. This actually puts the fucking fruit in there, and all the other ones use like artificial flavoring. It's like, bro, it's just fruit. It's not that expensive. I can buy an entire bag of lemons at Aldi for like $3, okay? It can't be that bad. This is turning out nice. Background going. Have I tried sparkling ice? I might have. It'd be loads cheaper too. Club soda and put a sliced lemon in it. Listen, if you want to come here and slice the lemons for me, my dear, you may. But I'm a lazy fucker. I don't want to. I just want to pick up the can and drink. So lazy. Yeah, I should probably do that, what you're saying, though. I should probably do what you're saying. Buy in a plane ticket just so they can come slice lemons. Here's your lemons and your knife and your cot. Get to work. You can eat lemons. Oh, that's terrible. I feel bad now. I'm sorry. Oh, I see. I mean, you're right, though. Just waiting on paint to dry. Place the... Get a paper towel so I can see. When life gives you lemons, you're expected to slice them in half and pour the juice in your eyes and or open wounds. Maxine, don't do that ever. What are you getting up to tonight, Ian? What are you getting up to? I mean, I can't stop you. But, like, maybe you should stop. Horse. Are you making a horse Sona? Instead of dragging R back into the light, have they instead dragged you into the darkness? Make life take back the lemons. You don't want the damn lemons. Listen, when life gives you lemons, turn them into napalm. You already turned my VTuber horse? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's true. It was already a horse, wasn't? Fuck. I'm remembering now. Damn it all. Too late. It's too late. The new hyperfixation is here and hot. Try to appeal to them, but they just tell me, nay. Next thing you know, we'll find them munching on hay grass. Strapping metal shoes to their feet. Posting on /clop. It'll all be downhill from there. Don't go there. If you're not prepared, don't go there. Should you watch BoJack Horseman? Not if you're depressed. It's a well-written show, I've heard, but very depressing. Already been using mane and tail hair products for years. It's too late. What the... You know, I did try the cow nipple cream on my hands for a couple of years because I get real bad, like, cracked hands. It didn't work so well. The thing that works best for my cracked hands and feet is actually an ancient concoction called corn huskers. That shit will heal your hands in an evening. It's amazing. Yeah, it was like it's a moisturizer for dairy farms, so that the cows like are comfortable. But like, farmers were like, "It feels good on my hands," so like they were like, "All right, well we'll put it in human bottles and market it to people." So they did. There's also oh, what is it called from Zephora. Zephora has a nipple cream as well. Nips, hips, and butt. I think, what was it called? Something like that. No, what? Oh, okay. What was it called? I forget what it's called exactly. Mane and tail is good for leech damage hair. Oh, interesting. If money is no object, I recommend It's a 10. It's a 10 conditioner. That's literally what it's called. It's a 10. Using that, my hair has never looked as good using anything else. Unfortunately, it's stupid expensive. Like, very, very stupid expensive. Listen, Armadillo, you got to take the good with the bad. And that's not even nearly the worst thing we've discussed in that chat. This chat, you know that. Why did they get it for you if you weren't supposed to use it? For the lulz? Was it merely for the lulz? California Naturals. I'm not familiar. I've heard of Big Naturals, but not California Naturals. Is that something around y'all because y'all live in California? California Naturals. Okay. Well, looks like it's pretty affordable. I will check them out. I will check them out. Apparently, Owen Wilson purports them. It looked like Owen Wilson on their main page. He put it in his hair, and he was like, wow. 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 Okay. You like the hair mask? If I check it out, I will report back. I will report back to you. For the lulz and to use, but when it came to actually using it, she suddenly regretted her purchase. Apparently, it would have been great to use. Okay. I put my book. I got the blue of him. There's the blue of him. And what? Little gray? Yeah, little gray. Anything? Some of that blue, a little of this blue. Some silver, perhaps? Nickel? So is that actually Mega Man? Something looks off. It is absolute. It's not Mega Man, it's Mega Man X. They'll never know. Yes, and then Maxine, if they ask you, did you use that horse shampoo after I told you not to? You can be like, nay. That's when the nightmare really begins. Okay. I need brushes. Slight detail. I wonder if R is doing more gay hair tonight. Long gone now. Pretty sure it got thrown out when I moved house. Gotcha. Listen. Robocop is programmed. I know some people say Abacab includes Robocop. I understand where they're coming from. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Robocop is programmed to follow both the letter and the spirit of the law. He doesn't go off. He doesn't have to respond with excessive force unless somebody's shooting at him, and then he fucking does. So are there shit cops? Well, a bunch of cops took money to shoot at him. So, yes. But I find it hard to believe. I find it very hard to believe that Officer Alex Murphy would be cool with the current goings-on. I find that very hard to believe. And perhaps that's just my partiality to Robocop talking. In fact, it definitely is. But, I want to believe. I gotta believe. I gotta believe. But maybe, just maybe, he would be a bro about it. He does take out Corpos. That isn't Mega Man X. Ah, you're right, you got me. It's Mega Man, it's Mega Man Battle Network. Produce your ID and remove your mask, or there will be trouble. Okay. What about there? That ain't even real? Mega Man Battle Network? Yeah, it is. Megaman.exe is from Mega Man Battle Network. It's a series of games that was on Game Boy Advance and Game Boy DS. They're pretty good. They're little, I don't even know what we'd call them. Action RPGs, kinda? Not in the true sense. Strategy RPGs? Where you summon different robots. I don't know if you'd like them or not, but I people who play them like them a lot. I don't know if they're my kind of game, but like they're very well liked, and they were popular enough to get 3 of them made. So there's that. And yes, it's true. He did take out Corpos. He does hate Corpos. Lawrence Bodiger, you're under arrest. What's my crime? You were on that 70s show. I'm killing all of you. Ashton Kutcher is next. I don't want to put you on the spot, so feel free to say whatever you want to say, but I would like to do an art stream with you again sometime soon. if you're down for it. If not, that's okay too. But I really enjoyed the time we did it. Speaking of corpse, city just had a primary for mayoral election in November, and the current Corpo mayor lost to one of the founders and executives of the transit union. Hell yeah. Love to hear that. Union Queen versus Corpo Bro in November. Given the current political climate, I'm not sure, given the current political climate, I think she's got a good chance. The only reason I know that it's Robocop is because I looked back at chat and remembered Dad mentioning it existed. Never seen Robocop? Robocop's like a quintessential anti-corporate video, like anti-corporate movie. It was produced by an amazing director who treated it like a Jesus story. Oh god, it is old now, isn't it? Oh no. It is old. It is so old. This isn't quite the right color, but you know what, we're rolling with it. Could be the lighting too, showing it different. Yeah, I'm a little bit older than 18. A little bit. Just a little. Smidge. A smidge older. Okay. Just a smidge older. That's right, N. Trans color spotted. Not intentional. Although it's supposed to be purple and blue. What is it? It's looking a little transient, isn't it? I mean, technically Robocop is transhuman, since he's a cyborg. Although according to the lore, there's no flesh and blood left of him other than like his brain and brainstem. My boy is going off. We are the Borg. You might enjoy the time. There was an official comic called Robocop versus Terminator, where Robocop gets roped into the war with Skynet. I'm still not sure how a movie never got made. I need another fucking brush. So that goes up like that. No, the Borg have a retirement program. They reclaim all of your components and recycle them into a new drone, and then you're broken down for base elements. I don't think you did, Armadillo. I think I'd remember. Hey, slightly. Are we vaping our waves and cybering our punks? We sure are, slightly. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. Did I do the blue first? Or I should probably dry it, actually. Dry him off a little. I think I'd be the oldest one in chat if HB wasn't here. Although, actually, I think HB's younger than me. I think HB's younger than me. I am the grandma here. I'm the Meemaw. Look at me. I'm the Meemaw now. Are you still wet? You are. Yep. You'll be 34 later this month. Oh my. Significantly older. A couple. Yeah, a couple years on you. Yeah, 1 or 2. Oh, dying, Squirtle. I'm dying. Yeah, like 10. Oh, I'm dying, Squirtle. Okay. I don't really feel it. My mind is still very sharp. I know a lot of people who got old very fast, like mentally old, very, very quick. I am almost completely certain that video games had a key, was a key factor in my brain staying sharp. I'm not sure how I should attack this. I gotta get the blade in here. And then the neck kind of comes up off the blade. If I could do the blade first, that would be a good way to know where to go from there. Video games and literature and getting involved in technology when it was in its infancy, I think, has helped a lot too. Keep me sharp. I'm honestly, like, for my age group, I'm looking pretty alright. I can't complain. I mean, I eat too much pizza still, but, like, other than that, like, I can't complain. Honestly, very grateful. Honestly, just grateful. Full of gratitude for what I have right now. That's kind of great, actually. That's kind of great, Armadillo. Are you still using Illustrator? You got some real talent. Ugh. Chat is full of 30-somethings. Has your chat become an entire stable of dabbing 30-something horse girls? You're not alone. You should try a software program called GIMP. GIMP. It's free and open source. You could do some cool edits in there. It's not easy to learn, but it is cool and has a lot of versatility to it. You never do anything, what, for your birthday? Why not? Your 30s is rediscovering things you liked as a child and becoming re-obsessed with them. That's a good way to handle the 30s, I think. I was in school most of that time. I did not know that, R. I used a website that just puts guns on top of your shit and makes them go bang bang. That's how I made the emotes for this channel, is like a script on a website. I made sure they didn't use yes, bang. That's right. That's what gun do. Did my message get eaten? I used to mostly hang with elder millennials and Gen Xers when I was in my teens and early 20s, but have spent a good amount of time of my later 20s in communities dominated by Zoomers, and that made me feel incredibly old. Kind of weird coming back to some spaces where I'm kind of the baby in the room again. That is a thing. I wanted to get in, speaking of which, I need to do some channel upkeep, because the emotes, the redeems, and the community goal are all like aging terribly. I lost all momentum on them due to the move. And now that I'm moved, I can start to regain some of that momentum and hopefully, give you all like a reason other than to feed me pizza to subscribe. So I appreciate your patience on that, by the way. Thank you. Any emote suggestions, please put in the channel, the stream channel on the Discord, or at me at this web zone, or whatever you want to do. But any ideas you might have for like things that have become synonymous with the channel would be great. What am I doing here? This ain't the color I want. I think I want purple. I think I want more purple. What is purple doing over there? Do you accept facts? Yes. You can fax. Okay, so so go to a website that lets you do fax machine stuff, right? Because there's websites that let you fax. So you go to the website that lets you fax, you put in my email, and you fax to my email. All right? And then I'll take it that way. Where are my brushes? Okay. They're there. About to throw a fit. Okay. So maybe if I put some hand in. If I do some hand, maybe I can get it in there. Given the nature of where R works, I'm assuming they use it quite often. A lot of older style, like a lot of legacy businesses also use like legacy technologies. When you worked in Japan, yo, that sounds cool. Are you at liberty to discuss what you were doing in Japan? I'd be interested to know. I'm gonna look at Affinity software, because it's really similar to Adobe software and is a one-time payment. I mean, that's fair. If you ever want to try GIMP, it's just the time to download it, though. And it's an open source project, and I like promoting open source projects. So this is about the middle point, right here. You were teaching at a boys' high school for 3 years through a JP government program. That sounds like it would have been really gratifying. Have you ever read that book, My Friend's Husband? Or My Brother's Husband, rather? Not My Friend's Husband. Your working in Japan made me think of that. It was wonderful. It sounds great. It reminds me of when I applied to be a counselor before I moved. You ended up working for VTubers from 2001 to 2003 and still kind of do... Okay. Fanbase, they do skew Zoomer, don't they? I feel weird watching VTubers, if I'm honest. Can you think of a single person who uses a VTuber avatar who's not a weirdo? I mean, honestly. Not one of them. Not one of them isn't a weirdo. They're all weirdos. Can you believe them? Their audacity. Good thing we don't have anybody like that. Your partner is a VTuber. Yeah, I think you told me that, actually. I think you told me that previously. Is it going well for them? Seems like if anyone starts streaming these days, it's as a VTuber. I feel like I'm one of the few exceptions of people who don't want to do VTuber stuff. I mean, I can understand the appeal for sure. Keep your face off the internet a little bit more. Have a little versatility in your appearance and presentation. Limit your exposure if you don't want it. Okay, this is working. I think this is working. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And then this guy kind of goes up like this. Part of my job description is to send and receive faxes. It's in your literal job description? FRVT scene, though, not English-speaking VTubers. Interesting. Oh, French. Oh, okay. Interesting. Is she part of, Is she, in VFur? I think that's the one Andre is in. Andre is a VTuber who, he likes to draw himself pregnant a lot. That's his thing lately, anyway. I mean, based, but still, it's interesting. I should say he likes to draw his VTuber pregnant. She's an independent VTuber? Alright. I think there should be more VTuber unions, to be honest, especially after that bullshit we saw happen with, what was it called? Fuck, what was the one Iron Mouse was in? Oh, V Shoujo. Thank you, moderator. Yeah, after that bullshit with V Shoujo, I feel like more should be... yeah, V Shoujo. Thank you, Slightly. Everybody in chat. Yeah, after that debacle, they definitely, like, they need to, like, be unionized. Obviously. I love how everyone was like... Appreciate that, though. Yeah, that sucked. That they young people should not have to have that. I mean, I was gonna say young people shouldn't have to have the financial roller coaster like that, but like nobody should. And also, like, good luck in this economy. In this economy, so like. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, this is great music to paint Robocop 2. Whoop, 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 whoop. Shoujo basically marketed itself to the outside as an all but a union. That might have given me pause to begin with. Okay, I don't want this wop wop music. Hang on. Hang on a moment. Okay. Here we go. This is from FTL. I think it's supposed to be pronounced Fatal Frame, but it's FTL Frame. Okay. Okay. Oh, let me turn that down a little bit. There we go. Which is something a lot of us with eyes behind the scenes knew was BS, but a lot of the fans didn't catch on until the recent Iron Mouse debacle. Everything but all but a union? No. Yeah, I would have been like, nope. My grandfather was part of a union for over 40 years. he was part of the Ironworkers Union. If I had the networking, like if I had the connections, I would be getting like old school legacy unions involved with young people and technology. To like get them up to speed on like how rough it is out there in the workplace for these people. My perfectionist brain makes doing it infuriating, but digital art makes it easy for me. It's true. With digital art, you can just like erase it and try again until you get it to where you want it. Part of the reason I went with paint was because, thank you, someone cares. At least R cares. Fuck. What? Oh, well, my moderator said it too, apparently. I didn't hear you, though. Sorry. I did it because, like, working with my hands, I feel a little more confident, like, working physically in the physical space. And also, I'm hoping it'll break me a little bit of some of my perfectionism, and I think it has a little bit. My perfectionism often makes any project a non-starter for me, and that's not healthy. That's not healthy. Not to toot my own horn too much, but I feel like I have some good ideas sometimes, and I just don't act on them because I'm like, oh, it's not going to turn out perfect. Oh, there's no point. Oh, you know. I need to top my perfectionism. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta suck at something before you can get good at something. I'll get good at painting eventually. When I was in college, I really enjoyed working with charcoal and pastels because I could work the medium with my fingers, like finger painting. Do you have any of those still, or any pictures of those? I would love to see them. I would love to see your pastels, your past pastels. Hero is doing pretty okay for herself as far as VTubing goes, but by the way, but it's 100% a hobby for her. She has her habilitation works in research and academia. She has been hired to develop materials for NASA, Mars drones and stuff, and officially represents the nation of France on international community. Essentially is second highest in her field. If top in her field is unavailable, she can officially cast votes on behalf of France at international conventions. Interesting. Mortar and pestle. Mortar and pestle. There's a local public art studio that I like to do acrylic class soon. Fucking go for it. Go for it. I've considered going down to the local queer community and doing a live broadcast from there. I don't know if they'll let me or not, but I've considered going down there to paint, like live for you all, or like outside, since there's like really good internet connection here. Yeah. Send them our best. Sounds like they're working hard. And it sounds like they're lucky also in that they have a very supportive partner to help them. It's you, Bingus. Yeah, if you want to drop her Twitch so we can give her a follow, please do. The least we can do. Vive la France and all that. Just waiting on them to do the one I'm looking for. Tried to do it, but they had to cancel it. Interesting. Shiradago? Let me take a looky-loo here. All right, let me take a look at their avatar and judge them. Oh, wait, hang on. Well, they're currently hosting Whiskey Dingo. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, they're currently hosting Whiskey Dingo. Who is part of VFur, and I believe Desert Pagona is part of VFur. Yeah, Desert Pagona is also part of VFur. Her avatar is almost as hot as she is IRL. Almost. It was a very good. It was a very good phrasing there. Let's see. Up here, I have to clean these lines up a little bit, but we're doing a rough sketch at the moment. Bark, bark, woof, woof kind of sketch. You're not going on there very easily. Fight me a little bit, Urple. I'm gonna have to dry and then more Urple you, I fear. Put the fan over here. I did yoga today. I'm very happy with that. I did one of her like 15-minute yogas. It'd been a while. My legs were ready to go. My arms were a little hesitant though. That's okay though. If you want to see cool, yoga is OP. Nothing. Listen, I've tried weightlifting. I've tried treadmill. I've tried bicycle, like stationary bike. I've done like fitness games. Nothing hits me like yoga. You get aerobic. You get weightlifting. You get tension. You get it all. You get it all with yoga. She posts her lewds on Blue Sky and Mastodon, so I can only get away with saying it because it's unquestionably true. What do you mean get away with? What partner would be upset that you would be like, yeah, that's hot. I'm dating that. Yeah. Like what? Your partner's supposed to be like, oh, you know? Except when my partners compliment me and then I'm like, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear that shit. Ah. Protest. Protest all the time. Okay, but she isn't here right now. What? I believe you. Why wouldn't we believe you? You're the same? Yeah, it do be like that. I don't think you're bragging. I think you're in love, you bingus. You're allowed to love your partner. Sex work is work, and if it pays the bills, why not? I mean, you're not wrong, R. I've known quite a few sex workers in my time, and honestly, they were some of the first people to like get on board with the trans thing, unsurprisingly. Did I hit follow? I did hit follow on them. Okay. What's going on here? What if sex work doesn't pay the bills? It's still legitimate work. I mean, there's a lot of artists who don't make money. What was it I saw the... Oh, I should have shared that cartoon I saw the other day. where like somebody was drawing, it was a meme comic where somebody was drawing like very simple drawings and they're like, due to popular demand, I've had to up my rates. And it's like $200 for a scribble. And like then this other person doing like really complicated full scenes has like crossed out $30, $20, party handshake, we'll suck dick. And then she's like, hey buddy, I'll do you a picture for 2 shawarmas and a Sprite. That's like, oh fuck. I know those artists. Nobody's got any damn money. Unfortunately, sex work is perhaps considered a luxury. Unless you find yourself like a well-off patron. You can say that about a lot of work. That you're not wrong, R. A lot of work doesn't pay the bills. What the fuck is this line? What is this line here at his shoulder? You can't see my mouse cursor. What is that line? What is that? Somebody find the original artist and ask the fuck that is supposed to be. I'm gonna guess that's supposed to be part of his chassis, but it looks weird. Shoulder pad? So it like, if we look at an actual picture of him, there's like a, let me look at an actual picture of him instead of the one I'm looking at now. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so I think that's the upper part of his pectoral plate. Oh, that's not accurate, though. That's not what he looks like. He has a compartment or an access port there. Let me save this in. Shit, I closed the stream. Cool. 1 sec. I mean, I closed the window with you guys in chat. I didn't shut down the stream. There we go. All right, got you back. It's true. Pretty much everyone could do with a raise. Why we need UBI, motherfuckers. Okay. So yeah, if we look at a picture of Officer Alex Murphy, let me cut him down to size real quick. We just want his titties. We just want the robo titties. Hang on. Listen. There is no good reason to not have UBI. It's a fairly safe hill to stand on, since science backs up the fact that UBI should exist. So if we look, we zoom in here more. We look here. He's got like all sorts of access ports here. Actually, he's got this ventilation port on the left here, on his right side. And then there's like a line with, they got the rings correct. They're a little bulky, but they got them over there on the left. But they don't have the access port, and they don't have the sort of ventilation port here as well. If we get UBI that covers expenses, can we throw out intellectual property law? I think part of intellectual property law is to guarantee that artists aren't taken advantage of or don't lose credit for something. I think intellectual copy law like needs an enema because it's gotten stupid. It's real fucking stupid. But I don't know if throwing it out is the right answer. Maybe I'm being old-fashioned. zoom in on the right booba here. Yeah, this is a very high-res photo. Like, as it works now, like, it's a mess. Unfortunately, it's a mess that's going to have to be a mess for a while longer because we got other shit to deal with at the moment. Some nice male booba. Only the finest for you, HB. He's got like some support slats here. They modeled his original design is actually modeled off of the robot lady from the old black and white live action film called Metropolis. That's what they modeled him after. He's a male counterpart to her in design. Undermines the argument that intellectual property holders need to retain unquestioning forever monopolies over things in order to eat if they'll get to eat either way. That's true. That should definitely, like, it definitely shouldn't be forever. Maybe if we can at least find a way that they get credit or at least royalties forever. I don't know. I don't think companies should be allowed to hold copyrights anyway. I think creators should. I don't think whole ass companies should. And maybe that makes me sound radical, but yeah. I, for one, do not think that death and starvation should be the result of failing to impose state violence against those who download the 1980s Nintendo game. You're making a good point. You're making a good point. I laugh because it's sad. Let's just put his titty down in the corner here. We'll keep that as a reference in case we need it. Let's get Big Bro here at the top. There we go. What? Oh, is she in the bag? She looks good down there. Nintendo's got a lot to answer for these days. Like, they're being pretty big dickus about it. Oh no, wait, no, there's his access port. They tried to do it. There's the slatted access port there. Bag inspection? Yes. We got groceries today, and she's in the bag, shall we say. Cat's in the bag. It looks like she's nodding off in there. She's very comfy. She's paying some rent. Yeah, Nintendo is being a real dingus lately. The people in the creative division are still cooking, but the people in the corporate section of Nintendo are sucking some real shit bags, blowing some real ass gas, if you will. Yeah, they've got the port here. Interesting. They did try to do it. Cat's in the bag, that's right. Say that because they asked me to interview and then ghosted me for 2 months before giving me a generic rejection email. What position, if you don't mind me asking, what position were you applying for? It ain't been the same since Iwata passed away. Iwata played video games, like, a lot. So, like, he understood what it felt like to be on the other end of bullshit. How do y'all make money? How do I make money? I make money. Oh, localization for Japan. That would have been rad, HB. Then you could have found Ted Woolsey and punched him in the jimmy. And been like, you know what that's for. I am a very gracious closet hoe, Armadillo. I do streaming because it's fun. It got echoey when you looked at the camera. Fitting. But let's see. Microphone's over here. Camera's over there. This is a better layout for the camera so that y'all can see what the fuck I'm doing, which is nice because at the other place it was much harder to see what the hell I was doing. Now you can see it in full rich color with a lighting arrangement even. Wow. Wow. No, I'm Amber is the breadwinner here, and I'm a very gracious closet hoe. It is good lighting. It helps y'all see everything better as well. Helps me see the paint better too. What's your OnlyFans? If I thought I could make money at OnlyFans, I might open an OnlyFans. I see a lot of people with OnlyFans is like struggling these days. Like I see people like really attractive people. Really attractive people. Like being like, hey, who wants to help me get a McDonald's cheeseburger? And I'm like, oh my God. You poor person. Like, I feel awful. There's a reason why plasma centers have become so popular, unfortunately. They ghosted you twice, forgot the other localization job they emailed me about. Fuck off. Oh, they emailed you! Fuck off. Fuck off. I know people who are selling a lot racier things for a lot less money and making like nothing. What is happening? I'm gonna need to get some of that primer like y'all talked about. They emailed you and then ghosted you? Fuck off. How unprofessional. Extremely unprofessional. I'd glass door their ass if I were you. If it were up to me, I would do that. Applied for 2 jobs and never heard back, and then 6 months later they emailed me to ask me to interview for another job, and the second time that... fucking Christ. Listen, either the person, like, they have there dealing with shit sucks butt, and not in the fun way, or, like, God's damn. I can actually paint over some of that. If I can. The paint is, like, not sticking down here, and, like, the white of the fucking canvas is coming through. Starting to annoy me with this group of canvases. Need to go to the local art store. Was considering getting $5 of bits. Fairly learned you only get a $2.50. Yeah, ain't that some shit? Well, I mean, like, you want to see some shit? They increase the price of subs, right? You should see how much of the sub actually goes to the fucking streamer of that increase. Ugh. Mental. I appreciate the thought, though, Armadillo. I really appreciate that. Thank you anyway. You pissed off a bunch of professional localizers on social media by pushing back against the idea that unofficial localizers deserve... Pushing back on the idea that unofficial localizers deserve respect for their label too. But apparently that's a big taboo in the circle of people who get payment for official recognition for their effort. Wait, were you pushing back on the idea that unofficial localizers deserve respect or don't get respect? A few established localizers bullied a convention on Blue Sky until they pulled a panel teaching people how to make their own fan translations. Wow. Okay, now I get what you were saying. What the fuck? If it weren't for fan translations, there are some games that would just have never been played and never gotten sequels. Yeah, you were pushing against the idea that they do not reserve respect. I figured that sounds more in character for you. No, it's okay. I was confused because it was so out of character for you. That's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. Like, if I want to play, like, Paladin's Quest, yeah, with a lot of MAGA, too. MAGA, oh god. A lot of manga. I need to enunciate those letters fully. Yipes. A lot of manga would never get translated either. Like, I'll probably never get an official translation of, like, there's a trans manga. There's a manga about an older trans woman that is, like, hot, right? Like, not, like, sex hot, but, like, great. Wait, Clown subbed. When did Clown sub? Where is Clowns? Clowns, are you here? There you are. Clowns. Get subbed on. Thank you, Clowns. That's really generous of you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Always appreciate. Never necessary, but always appreciated. But that's never going to get an official McClowns. That's never going to get an official translation. That trans woman manga, like the creator's like, I would love to get it translated, but that's it's up to the publisher, you know. So, or Kyo and Kyoto, that's probably never going to get an official translation. Although, like, somebody on a manga website has translated the whole thing into Italian. I don't know why, but props to them. Great show, by the way. Kyo and Kyoto. It's one of my favorite cooking animes. And there's lesbian. At least I think they're lesbians. They're very lesbian coded. So good to see you, Clowns. As a pleasure as always. Fan translations of yaoi fan works. So I heavily suspected that if the pushback wasn't purely rooted in classism, it was rooted partially in homophobia too. Funny how bigotries go hand in hand like that. And by funny, I mean predictable. Ugh. I have a job now, and I feel generous today. I gifted $5 to another streamer today. So do you have PayPal or something? If you're hell-bent on giving me money, which is totally unnecessary. Also, congratulations on your job. I hope it doesn't suck. But I have a coffee link on Blue Sky. And it's also below here in the information. Ko-fi gives me the most of the money. They still take a little bit for processing and all of that nonsense. But I get the most of the money from that if you really, really gotta. It's not necessary. I truly appreciate it. Like I said, I'll probably spend it on, like... I mean, I don't know. If I had a steady income, I would make a budget out of it, but usually I just use it for, like, when I want to order pizza because I don't want to cook that night. Is what I end up using some of that money for usually. Spend it on paint, you know what? That's also a good application. But yeah, most of the money goes back into the stream, so. Can be buy and still approved for adult content. Shouldn't be, yeah. That reminds me of the conversation I had with a lady on a dating site once. Where she's like, she refused to date. She's like, I refuse to date men who've ever tasted cum. Like men's cum. Like, that was in her profile. And I'm like, okay, I gotta ask. I gotta ask why. And she's like, it's gross. I'm like, don't you also have in your profile that you love to go down on men? Isn't that a little hypocritical? What I said to her. She's like, it's not the same. I'm like, it kind of is. I think I said something like, you're never going to stop me from sucking a man's dick. Dating sites were fun back in the day. I think I even said, like, hypothetical, like, what if you go down on them and then, like, they come and give you a kiss? Like, what happens then? Do you have to dump them after the kiss? Is like, what's going to happen? This is a cursed stream. I apologize. Armdale is like, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. The Change my mind. I mean, fair, but it's homophobia was very rampant on dating sites, and still is on some of them. But like it was people were very comfortable with being open about it back then. It's far less acceptable now, thankfully. If you're a man and you do not snowball the people who slob your knob, you hail morally. Now that is cursed. I mean, in a good way, I guess. Even the homos can be homo with the mask for masculine profiles. Not into femmes, huh? Interesting. I guess you would call that homophobia, wouldn't you? I don't know. I'm not a good judge. That's interesting, though. It's on the spectrum. Okay, it's on the homophobia spectrum. That's truly a cursed spectrum. How am I going to make his gunshots? How am I going to do that? He needs more green down. Kiki, let her enjoy her bag, okay? There's other bags if you want one. There's 3 bags, man. Let her have her bag. Oh, you're just fighting the toy? Suppose that's okay. Suppose that's okay. Never trust places that advertise themselves as spaces for women and non-binary people because almost always exclude masked non-binaries, and that's icky. Yeah. Girly wants all the bags. No, she's very content in her one bag. She's like asleep. But like he gets a little squirrely. They're Gucci bags. That makes me think of copyright law. Because clothing is an exception in copyright law. Copyright law. Let me try moisturizing this mouth of mine. You can't copyright clothing. Like the functionality of clothing, you can't copyright. Which is why places like Gucci put their logo all over the bag. Because you can copyright a logo, but you can't copyright a bag. Can't view your profile because I don't have Blue Sky. Blah. You should be able to, the Ko-fi link should be down there. Is it down there, moderator? Can you post it into... Post it in. Huh. There should be a banner down there that you can click. It shows up on my end. I'll have to double check. So yeah, you can't copyright a high-res vest or a safety belt, safety harness or anything like that, because that could be seen as a public health risk. So that's why they put their logo all over stuff. Maybe I just don't know what I'm looking for. That's fair. But that link the moderator posted should work. Itchy. Better watch out, Squeaky. She's in the bag now. She's ready to fight. She's asking for it over there. Being kind of a bingus. Try throwing the, He's so awkward. There we go. He's so awkward when you picked him up. He was... Very funny. Very funny. A gay Zoomer I know recently claimed that they just saw and loved Brokeback Mountain because it was a real gay story and not the rainbow capitalism I grew up surrounded by recently, and it was so confusing to me. Huh. I think it's based on a real story. But I'm also not sure what they mean exactly. More blue in here. Hmm. There he goes. This almost sounds like Silent Hill style music. Okay, now she's in another bag. She's like stalking him from inside the bag. Ellie, don't start trouble. You like that blue? It is called Sparkling Pool. Really starting to realize the depth of confusion that this two-tone painting is making for me. They're coming down here like this. Oh, I just painted blue there. That's why that's... Oops. So I don't know what else it could mean. I think it was a nice portrayal of how... I just won't. Everything chat says. I should, but I don't. Should I? I suppose it did help the streets chill out a little bit. I was working at a Blockbuster Video when that came out. And, a father did that movie for their kids because they thought it was a generic cowboy film. Spoilers. It ain't. Thank you, Armadillo. I really appreciate it. They generically is as generically cowboy as it gets. I appreciate it, Armadillo. Thank you. Again, I don't expect any donations or anything, but it's greatly appreciated from you. Whoop. My chair flipped back on me. I see. Buy some paint, I'm told. Very well. My chair, like, comes free if I wiggle it too much. Oof. Ah, okay. Okay. I'm getting a little overwhelmed by the painting. I'm trying not to do that, though. Still about it. The man ends up isolated in the mountains with another man and never gives it the old college. If not, thank you again, Armadillo. Have a good rest. Take care of yourselves. And keep me posted on Doggo, if you please. Why on earth did I pick up this color? What am I doing here? How did you make that work? How did you... A little blue down here? Is that how you make... A little bit of lineage up here? Okay. Trying to be too detail oriented, that's the problem. Trying to do too many details. How do we simplify this? Back on the first bag now and update. Bag update. Okay. Go up for this. Well, that's better, actually. Okay. That's a little better. I feel better about things now. Are you dry yet? Yeah, you're dry. Uh, uh, what are we doing here? Give me a moment. I'm going to take a quick BRB because my brain feels like scrungly. I'm going to take a quick scrungly break. Everybody else do the same. And I'll be back in a minute. I'm feeling a little better about the hand now, though. Still, it's deceivingly complex, this picture. I'll be right back. You think so, In? I hope so. I feel like I can tell when the painting is getting stifled because my hands are far too clean. Far too clean. Five eventually released outside of Japan as part of Final Fantasy Chronicles. I think they paired it with the PlayStation version of Chrono Trigger. There was Final Fantasy Collection and Final Fantasy Chronicles. I can't remember which was which. They were both on PlayStation. That is true, slightly. I didn't like 5 the first time I played it, but I'll probably give it another shot soon. I believe Amber wanted to play it with me when she's on a regular schedule again. Okay. With fresh eyes and a full stomach, I'm back on it. What? Paint the floor. Okay. Get a BRB Chan. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good. Scared. I'm scared of doing this needle, but I need to like bring the picture together. I gotta keep telling myself it's gonna be okay. Be okay. Not gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt you a lot. No, it's fine. It's fine. Fine. For me, 4 and 6, I think mechanically is very good. 4, I think has a better story because it's more focused. But for both of them, a lot of it is probably nostalgia. They could definitely use some quality of life upgrades. You know, if they were to remaster them again. I actually got the PSX when it first came out, which one of the ones that unfortunately had the it had the problem where the center that held the CD would just break, and the CD would spin endlessly inside. DVR? I thought the original was called the PSX. And then the follow-up was called the PS1. Like the smaller white one that they made. There was a PS2 built into a DVR called the PSX. Interesting. I'm thinking of the old PlayStation. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I had the old one that had the RGB cables separate on the back. It wasn't a single plug. It was red, white, and yellow individually on the back, which made it easy to get replacement cables. So I'm not sure why they changed it later, other than to like be a pain in the ass about it. Some great gaming memories of PlayStation. Wonderful games on the console. Need to glue that a little. I think I'm also just noticing now that I'm not sure if that's a reflection on his helmet, or if that's supposed to be the welding mark that he suffers at the climax of the film. Start with that. Come back and clarify that. Now we're getting paint on my fingers. Now we're painting. Now we're painting. Now we're painting, motherfucker. Okay. Brush. Oh, I already have one. I already have one out. Here we go. Brush. Come back. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna paint. Not this brush. Brush I need for something. Need a smaller brush. This guy. A lot of scene releases from those days are labeled PSX, but I just figured that it was because X's were cool and it keeps it from going out of alignment with PS2 because of the same series of characters. I mean, maybe. Right, okay. It is now time for blue. That goes way all the way over. All the way over to the edge of the fucking painting. Massive fucking ice pick. I love the interface needle is what it's called for Robocop. I love the interface needle because the first time you see that fucking shit in the first film, you're like, that's going in somebody's face. And that is exactly what happens. That is exactly what happens by the end of the film. And even though you know it's coming, the moment you see it, you're like, fuck yeah. Fucking hyper violence. Let's go. I've augmented his needle. It is huge. You know what? It's fine. He's a good boy. You can have a big needle. I made a fucking blade out of it. Fine. Whatever. We're here to have fun. You know what? Robocop needs a knife. So he can, like, cut people free from their seatbelts. And help get people out of, like, tangles. He deserves a blade and a big needle. It's true. I mean, he had to fight ninjas. This would have been handy when he was fighting ninjas, right? And I'm gonna paint this. There we go. Now I want to watch Robocop again. All my DVDs are in storage, though. Thick. I say that like I have anything to play them on. I've got a cool, like, Robocop Collector's Edition thing from back in the day that's really nice to watch. I wonder if they've done a 4K remaster of that. Probably. You're not good at wordsing? You do just fine, slightly. People call conversation replacement ISOs, e-boot, PSP, PS3, Vita. You can get a mod now for the Vita that will let it use standard. Just paint the whole thing blue, and then I'll come back with the nickel. That'll let it use standard EEPROM memory now, I think. I think there's also, like, a mod that lets you plug not an NVMe drive in, but a not NV. Wait, what am I thinking of? Am I thinking of that, or am I thinking of a different mod I saw that lets you use NVMe style SSDs, but not true NVMe drives? I'll come back and make it a night. In a minute. It's got to dry. Yeah, M.2 drives. That's what I'm thinking of. You can plug micro SD into it. If I ever get the time or the money down the line, way down the line, because my PSP is somewhere deep in storage at the moment, I would probably get a micro SD mod for it installed. If for no other reason to play through Peace Walker again. Okay. I know that gets excited. Peace Walker mentioned. You have an optical drive that you hack to bypass the encryption of UHD Blu-rays. Oh, I see. Look at you, hacker, watching films. I have nothing to actually play DVDs directly, but I can archive and format shift them. I see. Right now I have some frame of reference for the rest of his head. That will help. Now I'm thinking about the Assassin's Creed mission in Peace Walker, where you could unlock a bale of hay to hide in. Bought me a box set of the Transformers cartoon from 1980 by my birthday, and it arrived a few hours ago. Is it your birthday? Happy birthday, Slightly. You've been ripping them and upscaling them to 1080p. They know what you like. It was your birthday on the 26th? Well, happy belated birthday. I hope you did something nice. Yes, belated hap. Here's to many more. More blue? A little more blue. I got high and watched Rocky Horror. I mean, that's something. Maybe I need another tone in there. I might. Tone in there. What I keep? Few nicer ways to spend the day. I see. Critters. Is that how we're going to refer to chat, as critters? It would be very apt. What up, my critters? What? I mean, yeah, I'd take them. Want is a strong word, but I'll take the pills. I gotta keep an eye on Clowns. He's always lurking somewhere in the background. Clowning around in the background. Sorry, moderator, one sec. I'm doing this before I forget again. Oh, my phone is making you nervous? You mean this phone? Phone right here? I'm sorry. the look I'm getting. The look I'm getting. Oh man. If looks could kill. Clowns is a super lurker. He's apparently on Blue Sky somewhere, but refuses to let me give him credit for his raids for reasons. I don't know why. Oh, my foot's on stream. Shit, I'm gonna have to start charging. Here. The left one is the better of the two, honestly, so you're getting the deal. Okay. Clowns is the super lurker. You never know. You think you're safe, but Clowns is there. He's 100 miles away, ready to strike. Don't eat Amber's coat. What are you doing? My boy is losing his mind. You refer to everyone as critters now? He used to refer to everyone as beans. But that led to a very awkward interaction with a Mexican American once. And I decided to switch to people, but I know too many dogs who take umbrage at being referred to as such. So the normies can just deal with being called critters. I mean, critters is fine. I openly declared myself some sort of queer critter the other day, so that's on par. Then after that, I was reading about demigirls, so it's whatever. I'm just a mess. Just a big gender mess. It's whatever. I'm a lot happier being a whatever than I ever was playing the port of being a dude. Ah, jeez. Sometimes I see. Okay, there we go. You got that girl flux demi boy going? Listen. As long as you're happy, all I care about. Ultimately. Okay, that's a little better. That's better. I feel better about that now. A little bit. Not over here. You're bi-gender bisexual, so it's happy either way. I meant more contentment, but I get what you're saying. Being content with oneself is a very difficult goal. Even for the most tried and true of us. That's better. I'm sorry, moderator. He just wants to play, but he doesn't know how to play nice. And she's like over his B shit. B shit? B shit. Ah, boy. Okay. Do any of you reread things after you write them? Or do you lack the degree of vanity I have mastered? I don't... Listen. I don't edit. Something, me at my derps. You reread everything you write all the time? That might be a skill you picked up from work. Yeah. Yep. constantly look at your own art. As long as you're not being too hard on yourself, Ari. Your art's pretty fabulous. Keep marveling at T-Bone's hair. You look back as you enjoy them? Okay, that's wonderful. You love hate to go back to things a few weeks later and regret everything. Oh, God. Matches all of your tastes? Interesting. Usually for me, when I go back and look, it's like, why did people like this comment I made? I don't understand. I feel like there should be something going on over here. Maybe a little nickel over there? Maybe a little nickel over there. Root or draught for me, it matches all my tastes. Sounds like you have a very strong sense of self, R. I can appreciate that. Sort of a chameleon type. It's been difficult for me to find myself over the years. That dried off a little bit, so it'll be a little stiffer. You love going back to your old stuff because you can look at it and go, hey, I had a good idea, but I didn't have the skills to execute it well, and now I do, so it's time to redraw. I like that. It's a good attitude to have. I know a lot of people who go back and look at their old art and they're like, God, I suck. It's like, dude, that was like 10 years ago. Last time you wrote something for me inspired a fan narration and fan art. That's interesting. So the nice thing about this nickel is it doesn't show up great on the purple or the teal. Now you might say, well, why is that a good thing? Well, because it does show up really nice on the blue. I don't have to worry too much about going over a bit. They were telling themselves that. You want me to go back in time and beat yourself up for talking bad about yourself? I don't know, slightly. It might have something to do with you being creative and smart, but what do I know? I'm just a painter. Just some bitch on the internet that paints. In the words of my very wise friend Laura, that's why you get an editor. Surely you can find somebody willing to do editing for you. This is the same person who she writes for a living, so she's a very smart lady. This is the same woman who also said, whiskey is writing juice, is thinky juice. Coffee is editing juice. Yes, Lara Croft. That's right. The Tomb Raider herself. We're like this. She even came to help with the move. She just owns for a living. She's just rich and she likes shooting terrorists. And honestly, good for her. Marijuana is thinky and coffee is edit. I don't think she lives where it's legal currently. I think if you enjoy creating something, it shows in the end product, and there's always someone out there who likes the same ice cream flavor you do. I think that's an excellent way to put it, R. I think that's true, though. LSD is big thinky. Your results may vary, though. For some people, LSD is not a good time. Under proper supervision. I mean, we're fucking using magic mushrooms to treat depression in some instances now. Your mileage may vary. Very true. Which is kind of wild, but like cool as well. What did I want to do here? Let me go back to purple while I try to decide what to make his, like, mouth jaw area do. Pretty good. Like, what it is. Okay. Typing on phones is hard. Why don't you do the finger method, the swishy finger? Maybe I'll do that. Like this. Okay. Swipe is slower than typing for me. Fair enough. Who do we talk to bring back sliding keyboards on phones? That's a good question. Because now they want to make folding glass instead of fucking keyboards. But, I'm with you on this. Also, hello, Opossum. Oh my god, Opossum. I'm gonna have to order pizza now because of you. I'm gonna have to order pizza soon. It looks so good. Should go back to T9? Oh god. You can't stop making pizza? What a wonderful addiction you've developed. So you did make that pizza. Holy shit. That's professional level pizza you're making now. I'm so jelly. I want phones, I want more, like, they've reduced phones to, like, to this shit, right? By the way, there's my cover art, as you may know. The amazing cover art by the amazing Sandy, who doesn't do commissions for reasons. But, like, I want more shit on my phone. Like, give me some modules and shit that I can uninstall and install. I mean, can't you download a keyboard that still uses T9? Surely that exists. Remember when phones were sometimes not soap bar phablets? Vaguely. I had a what was it? A Motorola Sidekick? Not a Sidekick. Was it a Sidekick? It was the one that flipped open to a keyboard. Had 2 screens, I think. You know 2 things in this world: how to cook a good food, and the entire discography of lyrics to Android Lord Webber's musicals. You know nothing else. If you know nothing else, how are we speaking? Also, those seem like the first skill is extremely valuable. No, not Razor. It was what's that thing called? Hang on, I'll look real quick while the paint dries. What's that? Definitely a Motorola. I think this is it. I think this is it. The backflip. It was the Motorola backflip. That was the one that I had the longest, that I liked the most. It was a Motorola backflip. I found it. You had a flip open sidekick? Interesting. You know what? I could do this in black. I can do this in black because I painted the background in purple. Yeah, I enjoyed the backflip quite a lot for its physical keyboard, and I used to listen to a lot of music on that thing too, if I recall correctly. Huh. A little elbow room here. Gotta share the table brushes. About here. That. These. Those old phones were one of my first experiences with hardware hacking. You gotta find some good work. You're too smart to not be. The tech world needs you desperately. We gotta figure out a way to find you something you're happy with. I ain't got any connections anymore, but Robojaw. See if I can paint over that stuff over on the side where I went too far. things to dry. You're a very smart person, slightly. I want you to be able to feel the gratification of that intelligence. This doesn't want everyone here to feel gratified by what they're good at. That is my greatest goal as a psychologist, is for people to self-actualize. I believe in a lot of cases self-actualization is the best road to him. Whatever that means for people. Things for different people. An interesting night. That for paint. Sorts of things. Not bad. Interesting. As if the city wasn't gay enough. Gaga is here on Saturday. All the gays have started flying in. We're reaching critical gay levels. I hope the stores have stocked up on condoms. They're going the gays are going gaga? Is that what you're saying? Is that Miku in the background? Oh, you sweet summer child. Tell me. Educate me. They shall expand the levels. Watch them shift into gay overdrive. That's the movie I want to make. Sequel to the sequel to Stephen King's Maximum Overdrive. Gay Overdrive. An alien satellite in orbit has turned everyone gay. No one did anything about it. The end. We're here to pre-prep. Gays aren't buying condoms. Listen, pre-prep will protect you from many things, but not all things. The gays should still be buying condoms. They don't want to be. They don't want to be. They don't want to be prophylactin. You know what I'm saying? His jaw is too high up. We're gonna have to paint over that and fix it. Fuck. Can't be helped. So let's get our old friend the sponge in here. Sponge it out. Sponge out the whole damn thing. Sponge it away. Sponge it away. Get it out of here. Hopefully. Hopefully we can get it out of here. Using black might have been a bad call. Might have been a bad call. Oh, we'll find out in a minute, won't we? Okay. I'm gonna have to wait and then try and apply another coat. Are you going to go see Gaga, HB? I'm not much of a concert goer these days. Not that I ever really was. You are going? Excellent. Please be safe. Please be safe. Have fun, be safe. Bless. Okay, as it's drying, it's masking it a little more. That's good. Are you Gaga for Gaga? Me? Gone Gaga. I'm sorry, moderator. I'm sorry. Disapproving sounds coming from behind me. Like fucking Gone Gaga, really? Oh, this is doing a better job, actually. A gay friend from Vancouver asked me to go and paid for my ticket. Well, that was generous of them. I still appreciate one of her earliest interviews where one of the interviewer just like, I'll go ahead and say rudely asks her, like, some people have said that you have male genitals. And her response, without missing a beat, is, so what if I do? What would it matter? It doesn't matter. That was early in her career. I also like the interview where somebody was like, so what is a disco stick? Exactly. And she says, it's a penis. It's a penis. It's true that her answer does say that. I don't necessarily think he was trying to be either, but I still thought it was a good answer for speculation like that. Okay. I duck on it. Definitely got paint on my desk. That off a little bit. Good enough. What, grab? Wait, what? Hi. Noticed her and she did a flip. You're flipping. Hi, ground. Hey, Dingus. What are you doing, pretty? Wiggling? Wiggling all over the floor. Alright, random Mario sounds. Cool. Go ahead and change over to something else here. You know what? This is actually okay for the moment. Alright, growl. Oh. Meow meow. Hi, meow. Baba. What are you doing? What are you doing, crazy Baba? Huh? Hi, Baba. Why is the bowing? What? 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 Come over here. Oh, you can't come over here. Stuff over there. Stuff everywhere, actually. Going under there. Where you at? Back. Come here. Where you at? Where'd you go? Up here. Come on up. Come on up. Maybe you can show the people how pretty you are. Come on up. What? Hi. Hi down there. Hi you. Hi there. Purring at me like a dingus. You dry? No. Oh. Oh, did you get paint on yourself? You might have. Hi. You might have gotten paint on her paws, moderator. Come here, Growly. Come here. Oh. I think she stepped right onto my paint on her front paws. Jeez. Okay. Maybe I can cover this up better if I pick a color. Hi, Growly. And she's smashing into my leg again. They wanted to paint too? They might have. She's very creative. Hi, pretty. What I need to do is pick the color of his mouth. I think that will help. Rather than just painting more and more purple. Get this drying faster. Says. Be careful down there. Don't you claw my chair, that'll startle the hell out of me. Okay. Okay. Pick a color for the mouth area. Figure out what that. Maybe that'll help. Sugary cereal might be the culprit for this caper. Good, that's all dry now. Welcome back, Armadillo. Glad to hear you had a successful recharge. Yeah, I'm just gonna paint over all that, actually. I'm back. I accidentally explained 20 years of video technology to someone who asked what I was doing with this collector's edition of Transformers. What do you mean accidentally? Called an info dump, I'm pretty sure. Still 5 days till you can fix your Twitch name. What are you going to change it to? The same thing without the damn underscore. I see. You should make a typo for a bit. You should make a typo for a bit. Don't put words into my mouth. Renames themselves. Armadillo Ack. And I mean, you're already putting them in the chat window. Armadillo Ace. No, that's if R renamed themselves to Armadillo. R is the real Armadillo Ace here. Literal Armadillo Ace. Fucking dittoizing my meatball. Reprehensible. You wish you were a ditto. You wish you had beady eyes? You would breed so many Pokemon. Wow. Come back and give his nose some purpose in a bit. Whoa. Whoop, that was close. That was close. That was the correct color to choose to cover up things. If I understand the lore correctly, all you have to do is be Vaporeon. Slightly. BBC would like to apologize. You're more of an Umbreon dog? Let's see. So are you like Capricorn or Sagittarius? Umbreon. Wait, what? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? I see. Okay. You think the art is arting nicely? I'm trying real hard here. It looks a little better on the preview than it does in front of me, if I'm honest. But it's coming along, I hope. Umbreon or Virgo? Virgrion. Virgurian. Garrus Virgurian. You forgot which one you were. I don't think most people even like pay attention to astrological signs these days. At least that's my impression. Need a little more blue on the back. More teal on the back, I mean. Almost dry. Finally, the frontier. But letting cuties tell you about your sign is a great way to get pregnant. Excuse me? What? Wait, what? Nani? Forgetting what streamer you're watching. What streamer has that as their thing, and what does it do? As a chat command, what does it do? I wonder if R ever figured out how to inflict Toby on my chat. What, the Toby thing? Maybe. I could just rename my Moobot to Toby. Read Simulika and Simulation? No. No. No, thank you. You definitely didn't try to do a song request. I see. Tribute artist songs? I see. It can't be any worse than their Klingons off the starboard bow. And I know this is true because there's nothing worse than that. Absolutely nothing. It looks a lot better in the preview than it does in person. I wonder why that is. Okay. Starting to come together, though. Oh, God. I don't like that he. I'll even let you read the French, though. You don't want me reading the French. I only know how to say a handful of things in French. My little Montbadijou. With the book, Ulysses? Oh, I see. That's because you knew what I was referring to. Yeah, oh, God. That song has been in the Star Trek fandom for decades, and I don't know why. Don't know why. Bad. Bad dong. It almost looks like I gave him an energy knife. James Joyce. Never read it before. Interesting. If you maybe want to play it. The song I mentioned or the song you mentioned? You just assumed English-speaking writers were all incompetent. Hey now. I've read several books by English authors over the last couple of years, and they've been great. Now, granted, one of them was Cozy Coffee Fantasy Book, and like C.S. Friedman, and one by a trans author who wrote basically a story about a trans woman Superman allegory. The one you mentioned. Green? Why not green? Why not? This is kind of like I'm deliberately like ignoring the color scheme for the most part. I'm kind of thinking about how it might, like, you know how I don't know if you saw a few years ago they did like NES action figures of like Jason Voorhees and Robocop and Freddy, and they kind of had like the garish NES color schemes. I'm kind of thinking of that when I do this. So I needed a color that would show up that wasn't black again. Because I fucked it up. Fucked it up. Besides, green is my favorite color. So why not put a little of my favorite color in there? This song's making me want to play MGS4 again. Been ages, though. Been ages. The game is still notoriously hard to emulate. Although it's gotten better. Up until now, the best English language canon books I have read were 1984, Lord of the Rings. Well, I can't say if you'd like it or not. But there's two books so far in the Dreadnought trilogy. There's a third book coming. And I thought they were really good. What game? NES Dragon Quest? Oh god. Oh god. I'm into pain, but not like that, Armadillo. I mean, I respect the pioneering nature of the game, but it is rough. It is rough. That game. It is brutal and rough. Not as brutal as Hide-Lied, but still brutal. I too would like to play MG if I had one. I think the big problem with MGS4 is that it was written for the cell structure on the PS3, and that makes it difficult to port. And I don't think Konami's willing to foot the bill, and they don't have their technical genius, i.e. Kojima, there anymore. I was debating playing more Time Splitters on Friday. I enjoyed most of my time with Time Splitters the other day. SNES Earthbound then, you know what? Tempting. Very tempting. That game's amazing. Still. Four-hour stream of me farming caterpillars in the desert. Let's go. Man, somebody's hauling ass down the street outside. I can hear them. RPC3 can emulate MGS4, but the SPUs will trash your CPU. Oh dear. Maybe I'll wait until I get a cheap aftermarket. You know what? I'll save it. I'll save it for when I finally get my dream Mac that has dual Xeons in it. And I'll run it through that. That'll be the dream. That'll be the dream. I saw a there's a nerd on YouTube, shocking I know, who like he was, I wonder if he's still working on it, but he was working on like an ultimate Xeon gaming rig. You have bad news? What do you have bad news about then? That will not run it well? Damn. But I'll have so many threads. So many threads. Come on, you telling me with all them threads I can't pull a few strings? Come on. What if I just got a board that had dual thread rippers? You know, considering, you know, if money was no object. I knew some big streamers that actually got bottom end thread rippers. Mostly for editing their videos though. MGS4 will be released any day now. Any day. Are you excited for Delta, Opossum? I'm cautiously optimistic about Delta, but we'll see, right? Oh god, don't say. So Metal Gear Survive for you, Opossum. 3 copies of Metal Gear Survive coming up. Threadrippers don't have good enough side threading performance. Interesting. Hypothetically, emulation doesn't scale beyond maybe 2 threads for the most part. That must make emulating PS3 extremely difficult, considering the multi-core nature of its architecture. What, GTA 6? Are we talking about GTA 6 roleplay? That's what a lot of the kids are into these days. I liked Survive, immediately shot dead. How was it? I didn't actually play it, so I can't say whether it was... Because, listen, any games... Any game that's, like, survival-ish, I can play for a few hours, at least, without, like, complaining. You have to run all those cores on a single thread? Ugh. It sounds like they would have to get real smart about how they emulate it and cluster threads software side to emulate processors, and like it sounds like it would be a mess. It sounds like it would be a big mess. It's not great Metal Gear, but it's all right nonetheless. All right. If you enjoyed your time with it, all the better. All right, let's see if I can clean up some overpaints. Do. You also bought it on sale for $5. Price does help. They do? Oh, God. Alas, I'll have to do my playthrough of Resistance Fall of Man on genuine hardware, I guess. Miss Growly, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. There you go. Meow. Are you meow? They're meowing. You have a CPU with AVX 512, sizable cache. Oh my god. Oh, the song you posted. Could you post it to the music channel for me so I can find it later? You have a CPU with AVX 512, a sizable cache. I'm asking on single threading. You can run Metal Gear Solid 4, but that means you either lucked into an i7. Servers insisted had to be removed in order to avoid cannibalizing the company's Xeon market. Mid, so have to flash them with a special micro. Oh my god. Yeah, that sounds like a lot to build my own PS3. What do I have under the hood? I actually got top tier of last gen when I upgraded recently because the chip I wanted was out of stock. And I forget what CPU I have under the hood at the moment. Currently I have the Ryzen 7 3700X because it was on deep sale. Usually I wouldn't pay extra for the X, but it was on sale. So it was the same cost. It was less than the same cost as the slightly lower tier. So I figured, fuck it. At the time. Jesus. The hell of a thing, Flighty. The hell of a thing. You know, I don't think this is turning out terrible. It's taken a while to get here, but... It did look like a unibrow earlier, didn't it? He's starting to come together a little bit. It's not bad. It's not too bad. If you build your own PS3, you can play such good games like MGS4, PlayStation R Stars Brawl, and maybe Yakuza Dead Souls. I thought you said good games. Snap. Let me tell you something. I love Yakuza Dead Souls. It's awful, but I love it. That is a broad dagger. It's not even supposed to... It's supposed to be a needle, but like when I started painting it, it became more and more dagger-like. So now it's like he's got like a hidden blade. Now he's gonna, when he takes out criminals, he's gonna be like Requiesco y Compache, stab, you know? A little Assassin's Creed reference for my fans and my fellow Ezio fans in the audience. All three of us. He got a built-in switchblade. In the movie, he has what they call an interface needle that comes out of the center of his hand. Like his fingers, he holds his hand like this, and then the fingers go and like fall down to reveal a compartment, and then it out of there, and he sticks that into the computer to access things. It's interesting. Ezio fans, is this a Yaoi club now? There's a lot of Yaoi enjoyers in this chat, slightly. Not just you. We have two premier Yaoi artists in this chat. Oh my god, it's Robocop. How did that happen? Ezio is a strapping young Italian man who is getting revenge on his enemies for framing and murdering his father. He has gay sex with the computer. Listen, it's not gay when he does it. He doesn't have balls anymore, so they can't touch anything. They took away my testicles. Fuck. I need to touch up the ink a little. I have some physical Japanese yaoi comics my Japanese roommate gave me because she had so many of them. Not roommate, neighbor. Okay. Sounds like Data. Take his head off and plug it into a ship, and boom, he's one with the ship. Something like that happens in the Terminator crossover comic. His mind is downloaded into a computer, and like he experiences time dilation, where like years and years and years pass with him just in the computer. Gotta be real careful here. There we go. Works well with it, actually. Strapping young Italian man who was best friends with an overtly homosexual artist and inventor, Leonardo da Vinci. It's true. It's true. There is literally a mission where Leonardo da Vinci's gay lover asks Ezio to save him. God. Riley's like, meow! Shit. She's gonna lose her mind. They were roommates. Yes. Going back and adding a little green in down below to sort of solidify green's place in this painting. Yes. That's true. Ezio's like, who are you? Don't you recognize me? Ezio, it's me, Mario. Ezio's like, Uncle Mario? It's very funny. Back when Ubisoft had like a sense of humor. It's a great scene, in. I had a lot of fun with Assassin's Creed 2. I liked Assassin's Creed Brotherhood way more, though. That was fun. You know, I'm happier with the way I've done a decent job on the perspective this time, I feel like. I've done a decent job on the perspective. I'm happy with that for sure. I need to push myself a little harder in the future, I think. You should be happy with it? I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'll have better perspective tomorrow, once the paint dries. I also like the scene where Da Vinci trolls Ezio about needing to remove his finger for the hidden blade. He's like, no, don't worry, I got rid of that mechanism. Haha. I didn't play Odyssey. I would say AC2 is considered open world exploration. Just more limited in like how open it is, you know? It's a more limited. The playpen is a little smaller, shall we say. Come back with a little pink setup. Odyssey was almost more like God of War reboot, to be honest. Interesting. I'd rather watch. I'd rather play God of War, honestly, because at least that's got Christopher Judge, Christopher Washington, Christopher Washington, the guy who played Teal'c on Stargate. What if the Perry? What if the Perry was a platypus? Would you hate it then? Would you still hate it if it was Perry the platypus? I tell you, I always have a hard time parrying that platypus. Not too bad. It's missing something. I don't know what. It still looks pretty good, especially in the light. It looks good on the preview. Robocop. Long story, Armadillo. Very long story. It's a... So there he is, Robocop. Or as I call this painting, Ice Pick. So let me clean up his knife, just a honk. Just one honk. That might be a little bit. Bit of extra shading on the neck could help. It looks kind of floaty. You might be right. I'm not sure what I would do to do that, though. In the actual image, there's not a lot going on there. You know what I could do? Hmm. That might help a little bit. Okay. That's better, I think. There's a little more necular action going on. Yeah, it's all black in reference. It's supposed to kind of be floating in darkness. But now it's floating in purple. I wanted it to be purple. So it is. Alright. Art. I did some. If I need to come back to it, I can. That's the nice thing about art. You think so, R? See what the different lighting does for it. That didn't help. Nope. Okay. Pretty good. Here's my phone. Get a picture of it for the old Weberoony. And I'm thinking it's going to look a lot better after it dries. You think it's one of my best? That's high praise. I still worry that I'm never going to touch as good as I did when I did that Demi painting ages ago. That felt like a peak for me. But this is pretty good for a first attempt at a character I've never painted before. This is pretty good. I feel like I'm getting the fundamentals down more and more. Thank you all for coming. It was lovely to have you. I will be back on Friday with something, I'm sure. Thank you so much to In for your resub, and to Clowns for your stealth sub, and to Armadillo. I will put that paint to good use. Thank you so much. Let's see if we can find somebody to dump some love on, eh? Let's see here. Choo 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 choo. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, thank y'all for being here. Appreciate it. You'd say it's one of my best as well, R. Interesting. Interesting. It definitely looks like Robocop. It's distinguishable. That's been a long time cunning for me. Cunning? Sorry, I thought things because I'm looking at people drawing art, and there's a lot of cunning art being drawn, it looks like. We'll go ahead and raid Otter. Well, wait, maybe I can raid new people as often as I can. We'll go ahead and raid Otterman. Well, they're playing Rebirth, though. I don't want to, I want to raid an art. Search by filter, so we don't have to worry about any gamer words. Here's someone painting chains. Looks kinky. Alright, here we go. No mic, working on drawing. Okay. Alright, I'm going in. Alright. Thank you all for coming. Lovely to see you on Friday. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Take good care of yourselves. Have a good food. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.